What is the most rewatchable TV series? I'm rewatching Breaking Bad right now, but a few favorites are The Big Bang Theory, Person of Interest, Legends of Tomorrow. It's good at the start, but it really rocks when Rip leaves, and they start to have fun with the show. Band of Brothers, Doctor Who Classic and New Who. The Office. For me, this is the most rewatchable because I'm in a hole who likes commiseration. When I watch this, I think, good, they have to work in an office too. LOL. Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn 99, IT Crowd, Kitchen Nightmares. I can't help it. LOL. We've rewatched all 6 seasons of The Sopranos about 5 times now over the threads, and I'm still super entertained every time. My go-to comedy shows are Scrubs, Friends. I usually just choose a random episode, not in order. MASH. I watched it since I was a kid, but some of those episodes I've literally watched hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. We watch a whole marathon of MASH on Christmas Eve every year while wrapping gifts for kids. I'm not seeing nearly enough love for The Last Airbender on here. It's the perfect rewatch show, pretty concise so it doesn't take too long, but I find crazy details I didn't notice before every time I go through it again. Star Trek TNG and DS9. TNG, and you just want to plop in any old episode, and DS9, and you want the serious serials. While it's clear they are made in the 90s, they feel absolutely timeless in quality. Parks Rec is always fun for a rewatch. MASH somehow, sadly, stays relevant 40 years after it went off the air. Binging a Star Trek series every once in a while is good for the soul. Mr. Robot. So many clues throughout the show that makes it very rewatchable. Ooh. So that's how it's meant. WTF. They basically revealed the ultimate plot twist early in season 1. For me, it's between point 1. Always Sunny. 2. Curb. Point 3. Trailer Park Boys. 4. Community. All such good shows, but if I had to pick one, it has to be Trailer Park Boys. Too many good one-liners. Archer, Scrubs, Futurama, Simpsons, Next Generation, Elementary. And if you can tolerate Jim Caviezel's all-knowing what a whacker he is in real life. Person of Interest, Seinfeld and Community. I have these on in heavy rotation at one point or another each year. For a palate cleanser, 30 Rock. I loves me some Liz Lemon. Blurg. Toss it between Trailer Park Boys and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So many great episodes in both shows that I completely forget about until I rewatch them. Anyone who didn't say Arrested Development is wrong and doesn't know what he's talking about. Arrested Development is incomparable in terms of rewatchability. Psych. The 7th rewatch may not be super captivating anymore, but little Easter eggs and jokes make it worth your time. Especially the pineapples. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watch it from beginning to end at least once a year. Plus, I embarrassingly admit I do the same for Dawson's Creek. The Good Place is fun to watch once you know all the twists. You catch little hints at what's to come that you never noticed the first time around. For me, it's Downton Abbey, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I rewatch all of them so many times I lost count. Arrested Development, you actually get more out of a rewatch. There are references and Easter eggs that you only pick up on when rewatching. I rewatched South Park over and over as a pre-teen. So much so that sometimes it's hard to watch it now even though I love the series. Taskmaster never ceases to be funny to me. I've seen some of the seasons a few times now, which is more than I can say for other shows. The Good Place is my go-to feel-good series. Otherwise it's probably a comedy show like Scrubs, MASH, South Park or Archer. The local evening news. They seem to be able to come up with new plot lines every episode. I am currently up to season 12. I've never met anyone in real life who watches Futurama, and everyone on here apparently loves it. Where can I watch it? My rotation goes between Supernatural, Community, Brooklyn 99, The Office, Parks and Rec, and How I Met Your Mother, Married with Children. I've seen the dummies fall off of the roof and other ways so many times, and it still kills me. The Wire. There is no TV show as dense, and everything you watch it you notice something new that adds to the story. Mine are Seinfeld, Community, Friends, Simpsons, Futurama, South Park. I rewatch all of these multiple times. The Golden Girls is one of my all-time favorite shows, and I still watch it over and over. It makes me happy lol. So many comedies can be rewatched for the lulz, but my far for rewatching as a drama is hands down The Wire, Friday Night Dinner, The In-Betweeners, and the IT Crowd. Even after all these years never fail to make me laugh. Trailer Park Boys, 12 seasons, multiple movies, 2 abroad seasons and an animated series. Can I get a rah-rah? My vote goes to Burn Notice. The script writing, the acting was phenomenal in every episode, a rare feat. The Wire, 5 seasons, 60 shows. Great drama, and you will recognize many stars early in their careers. The IT Crowd. Arrested Development skipped the crappy seasons though. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The IT Crowd. Arrested Development skipped the crappy seasons though. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm rewatching Orange is the New Black, and it's pretty fun. Later seasons suck, but first few very nice. I only stumbled upon it a few years ago, and could believe how smart and funny that show is. Used to be Game of Thrones for me, until DD decided to kill all my love and excitement for this show. Anime that are basically loose plots held together by epic fight sequences, like Dragon Ball series. The Red Green Show, 300 episodes at 2-ish minutes. And only the last season has an overarching plot. A good episode of Doctor Who. My favorites are Silence in the Library and Wild Blue Yonder. I just can't watch all those sitcoms which enjoy you thoroughly anymore due to the laugh tracks. I think you could have an objective answer to the ratings of reruns. It's probably The Office. Of course, Futurama is mentioned. The Reddit groupthink TV show. For me, it's Breaking Bad. Tom and Jerry. I am almost 40, and I have been watching it since I could eat solid food. I'm not sure, but I watched New Girl all the way through 10 times before I got bored of it. I watched Friends, then The Office US, then Modern Family, then Scrubs. Rinse and repeat. Shameless. When you get to the end, it's time to restart and you how young the guys were. The Sopranos. I recently rewatched the entire Game of Thrones too. It held up very well. I'm gonna go really old school and say The Prisoner, the 60s spy psychodrama. Dark took me like 5 times to understand the whole thing. An amazing piece of art. Supernatural. My wife and I have watched the whole series over a dozen times over. New Girl, The Office, Parks and Rec. I can watch any of them over and over again. The Take animated series. Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's Always Sunny in Philly. Star Trek Next Generation. The Ultimate Comfort TV, and plenty of deep themes. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is number 1 for me. Second place might be Seinfeld. Sopranos. It's so deep, every time you watch it you get something different. I rewatch Dragon Ball Z abridged often. That's going to count as my TV series. Scrubs before JD left. Malcolm in the Middle. Modern Family. Breaking Bad. Arrested Development. I feel like I catch a new joke every time I watch it. Life. Line of Duty. Elementary. The Good Wife. Cheers, Firefly. The Office. Breaking Bad. Once upon a time I would have said that 70s show. According to my daughter, The Office. She's watched it about 12 times. Deadwood for me. I watch it on an annual basis. Sometimes twice a year. The Sopranos. Find there's something new I appreciate on every viewing. The Sopranos and The Wire. I always notice new thing on every rewatch. Futurama for me. I rewatch it every year, and it just never gets old. The original Star Trek. It's either odd, interesting, funny, whatever. Luther, Lungmire, Jack Ryan, The Wire, Got, Banshee, Mandalorian, Deadwood, Schitt's Creek, Lost, New Girl, Family Guy, Futurama, to name a few. Taskmaster. It cracks me up no matter how many times I rewatch it. For me, it will be The Big Bang Theory and Mind Your Language. I already watched Fallout twice, and it only released last week. Star Trek The Next Generation. Just put on any random episode. Scrubs for me. However, Seinfeld and Friends are also great. Monk. I've every episode multiple times and is still so good. Attack on Titan. You catch a new foreshadowing clue every time. Parks and Rec. The League. Jersey Shore OG series. The Office. Trailer Park Boys. I was laughing so hard I missed most of it. The Wire. True Detective Season 1. The Sopranos. Great TV. Chuck. Bob's Burgers. White Collar. Castle. Grimm. Terra Nova. Monk. Also love The Sopranos. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Seinfeld. I never get tired of it. The jokes seem timeless. Regular Show. Breaking Bad. Adventure Time. Steven Universe. SPARTICUS. It's just everything I could want in a series. Futurama for sure. I'm also a fan on Dexter and True Blood. Janty's Coven, please do not Google this in public. 1010. For the longest time, The Office, specifically season 1-7,